defense getting the stop to a field goal, and then us scoring, and then being able to finish the way we did. Jimmy running it to first down, man, is huge. It's huge.
This entire offensive line against a very good defense just battled. How proud are you of your guys on the line? This was a street fight that could have been anywhere on the street.
Yeah, no doubt. It was one play at a time. I thought we showed great mental toughness, kept the fight going the whole game, and that's what we needed to the last play. So I thought we executed great.
For you as a captain, I'd like you to talk about that defense. I know you're an offensive player, but you're a captain. How special was it? Fourth quarter, they get the monster and still only gave up 16 points to a much improved offensive team.
No doubt. They played great. They kept the pressure on them. Of course, there was they got hit here and there, but they're able to adjust and make the stops when they needed to, and that was huge.
Awesome. Thank you, Kolton.
We was fighting through adversity the whole time. We was saying, we playing this bad, but we still in the game, so that's a big testament to who we are and, the adversity and, the guys willing to put in the work. So that's all we were just trying to come home, man, just finish it. At the end of the day, it don't matter if we win by 1, it won't matter if we win by 2, it's a win, and that's what we went out and did.
You said you were feeling close games last year. What kind of tone does it set for you guys to pull out?
Especially against, that was a top 5 defense, in my opinion. They did real good on their scheme and their game plan coming into this game. And just to be able to close out, man, like I said, and fight through adversity, that's something that we didn't do too good last year. So to be able to come in and do that week 1 against a division opponent is definitely huge.
You said you were feeling fresh and ready to go. Did it stay that way the whole game, or did it catch up to you at some point?
Hell yeah. This elevation, I got a little tired a couple plays. I kind of sell myself out. But besides that, man, I wasn't really supposed to play this much. But I'm just kind of a competitor, man. I get in that mode and they be trying to come in and I just throw it back to the sideline. So that's just kind of what it was.
First time on the field.
One of the best running backs in the league.
Man, he's a dog. Any quarterback that's willing to take a hit in a big moment to secure the win got my respect, for sure.
What's got to maybe change for the running game to be better for next week?
Man, we had a lot of runs that was really close. It's just small details. Not only that, man, I got to knock the rust off too. It was a few plays where I feel like I tripped up a little bit, plays that I know I could have made, or reads that I was kind of a little late on. And it's gonna come with me, man, working at practice and trying to get that back and with not being here in the off season.
Overall, how did it feel out there with Jimmy, kind of just with the flow and the game and play calls all that?
Like I said, he's very poised. He commands the huddle. He got all the respect from the guys, man. You listen when he talks. So, I'm happy to have him here.
They talked about it all week, how many big games you had against them. They were really keyed in on stopping you. I know you're used to that for your whole career, but after the year you had last year, do you expect it to be even more so this year?
Most definitely. Just knowing how much their head coach respect me, I knew that was going to be the game plan. That's all I heard all week coming out from their camp, and it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, I trust and believe in the guys that we got around, the receivers, the quarterback, the O-line, if I'm having a bad game or if it's not a running game, that we can still come out and pull out a win.
Josh, what did it mean to come in here and beat these guys in their town? And you've done it 7 times in a row.
Yeah, man. When it's in the division, to me, every game is big. But when it's in the division, it just feels like it means a little more. So, just to be able to come out and get a win, especially the way we did, I think it's a huge confidence booster for the team. Yeah, appreciate it.
Davante, good teams find a way to win when they don't play their best games. And tonight you guys did that. This is a game that I believe last year maybe the Raiders wouldn't have won, but they just found a way. Yeah. Talk about the pride you feel in this team as a captain for this win, would you please?
Yeah, I would agree with you about last year. A couple of the guys we just talked about that. This type of game was the difference in our season last year. just finishing these, and they say you trash when you don't. We have about 9 of them or something like that, and didn't finish them out on the right side. And we finish these, and then they talk a lot different about you. Regardless of what it took to get there. If it was ugly or not. So at the end of the day, it's about winning, and we obviously want to win prettier than what we did today. But at the same time, it's complimentary football, and we got to play well together as a team to get it done, and we did it just good enough.
What's different, that made, like you said, 8 or 9 of those games got away from you last year, you win this one. What's different?
What do we do different?
Anything.
Yeah. It just came down to just executing at the right moments at the end of the game. And, we definitely made it tough on ourselves with some of the penalties. didn't come out and play as clean as what we would like to, especially playing against a good football team. And as we go into next week, we got another good football team that we're going against. So you got to be smarter and finish it out. And at the end of the day, we finished, and that was the difference today.
What did Jimmy show you, Davante, after rebounding from that interception in the end zone, but then leading that drive down to score, and then that run to seal it, really?
Yeah, Jimmy's a gamer, man. I mean, I'm not going to put any added extra unnecessary pressure on him, but I mean, that's the type of guy that we've seen, on the other side of the, conference, and I mean, it's fun going out there playing with him. The way he commanded the huddle today, just his cool, his poise. I mean, he threw some dots. He hit Kobe over the middle with some guys in his face, showing that type of toughness and resolve after going and throwing a pick in a situation where we obviously need points. That's what you need from one of your leaders.
Talk about the impact that Jacoby had on the offense and the success that he had today.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Cole's been doing all camp. I mean, I was just honestly couldn't wait to see him go out there and be able to put it on tape, against somebody else. So, he balled out and did what he had to do. Obviously, tough dude to take a hit like that at the end of that game and to be in here still, walking around. I know y'all seen him in here, so it's good to know he's okay now. But those scare you. But hopefully he can rebound from that and continue to do what he kind of did today.
What does having that complimentary receiver do for you?
I mean, it just gives me more one-on-one opportunities, and and if I don't, it just gives me comfort knowing that we'll be able to move the ball either way. So that's really the most important part, is getting points on the board and having good production on offense. So if it's going to me or anybody else, it doesn't matter as long as we're doing it the right way.
Davante, you talked about complimentary football. Your defense had to respond a couple of times today, especially in that second half. From watching from the sidelines on offense, how much pride do you take knowing that your defense has got the back like that?
I mean, I take a lot of pride in it. Like we in this thing together. We're battling all camp, trying to make each other, just callous as much as possible and make each other better. And there's gonna be times where we need to help them out. There's gonna be times where vice versa. So at the end of the day, we're all in this thing together, and we just got to find a way to get it done.
How would you describe Jimmy as a leader?
He's a confident leader, and he's one of the most open leaders that I've been around. As far as he's not gonna act like he knows everything, and within games he'll come and say something, like a couple times today where he maybe could have hit me. I know one time specifically over the middle, and he tells me, he's like, that's just part of my learning process, understanding keep working with you. I haven't had a guy like you yet, where as far as the way I'm gonna be played in games. So just being patient with a few things and allowing things to kind of unravel, and sometimes it's not going to be the top of your drop. It'll be there. So as long as you got time, just to stick it out. And I got so much respect for people that can attack it that way and come to me after we go down there, and I believe we put points on the board that drive. But to still be saying that, like, I got to stay with you right there, like. That to me, that's like you arguing with your girl and she says, "I'm sorry." Like all right, let's watch a movie now. We good. We don't have. I don't need to act pissed off for the rest of the night and all of that. So it makes it real easy to grow with somebody and continue to go and try to win when you got somebody like that.
And it is game one, so there's 16 other games to get on that day.
Right? We got a lot of time, and if it came out and it was just horrible today, then obviously you got to look at it a little bit different. But we found ways to still click up and. Everybody, we played complimentary ball within the offense even. So, just good enough to get it done.
You guys surrendered defensively, made some nice defensive stands. How pleasing is that and satisfying is that for your defense to step up like that?
It's a testament to all the guys in this locker room. We've been doing it all OTAs. We've been doing it all camp, and now we got to go out there and show the world, that we're improving. We still got a lot of room to grow, myself and everybody included. We got to get better, but I think we're off to a good start. Like you said, the second half, I think we allowed 3 points. So we just got to keep improving. We got guys communicating at all three levels, and that's you see it on the field. So it's an exciting start.
Josh talked about that, McDaniels, about how connected you guys were and the leadership on the sidelines and no panicking or anything like that.
Yeah.
Did you notice that as well?
100%. We stay calm. We did a great job the whole first half. I feel like defensively, we let them leak out of the pocket, and he made a couple plays, but. We went in 13-10. We didn't panic. We didn't start freaking out. It was like, okay, we know what we need to do. We just need to stay calm, keep doing our job, and beat the man in front of us. And I feel like we did that the whole, majority of the game.
I think every time we've asked you about Jimmy, you talk about how competitive he is, how tough he is. You were kind of, and today I think he really showed that he stood in the pocket tough, took a hit at the end of the game. Was that kind of an illustration of all you've been talking about?
100%. We see it every single day, and he's a dog. in the big moments, he stepped up, and it goes vice versa. You know, the defense, when we needed to stop, we stepped up. So that's how you win football games. You know, it's got to be complementary football. We all got to believe in the guy next to us, and you know, like I said, Jimmy's a dog. So I'm super excited for him. I'm happy he's my quarterback.
What were your thoughts on Tyree Wilson out there in his debut?
You know, obviously I couldn't. He's on the other side, so I'm not seeing him. But you know, he stayed poised. He did some good things, and you know, I'm excited for him. You know, to continue to get more reps. You know, obviously missed like majority of training camp, so for him to come in and Mile High and play a lot of snaps, you know, that's impressive alone. So you know, I'm really excited for him. He's only going to get better, and you know, the future's bright.
Actually, adjustments you guys made to kind of slow down Russ in the second half as compared to the first half.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I said, like we just calmed down. You know, I feel like they were self-inflicted wounds in the first half. You know, just trying to do too much, and we just slowed the game down. Just kept doing our job, and we found a way to get a win. So yeah, it was super exciting.
You mentioned going back to halftime down. You didn't panic. You guys didn't freak out or anything. Is that at all different starting this year compared to last season?
For sure. You know, I feel like last year, you know, we had all like the expectations were super high. We had a lot of people. You know, I feel like everybody was pressing, pressing too much, and we learned from that, and that's last year. You know, it's a whole different team this year. We got a bunch of new guys, new coaches, new everything. So you just see the guys staying calm, doing what we need to do in critical moments, and just trusting the guy next to us. If you don't trust the guy next to it, you're not going to win in this league. And you just see it. You know, Marcus Peters is talking, Marcus Epps is talking. We got the rookie at the other corner just calm and collected, and you got linebackers communicating with us. So it's like once everybody's on the same page and doing, fighting for the same thing, you're going to have, good results. So, it's a testament to all those guys.
We got that sack in the third. Were you licking your lips because it was one of the few obvious passing downs the whole game? They were running a lot.
Yeah, they did a lot of different things. A lot of boots, chips, slides, different things. But yeah, for me, I just, I was looking forward to playing this team. I've been waiting all off season. So yeah, for me, I feel like, I did some good things, and I just want to keep improving.
You guys had a lot of close games last year. What kind of tone do you think it sets in week one to pull out one of these other ones and kind of prove yourselves that you can come out on top?
Yeah, a win in the National Football League is hard to, winning is hard to do. So anytime you get one, no matter if it's 1 point or 20 points, it all counts the same. So yeah, coming on the road in Mile High, a lot of people didn't think we were going to win today. So for us, we all believed, we were fully confident. We talked about it all week. We're going to come in here and we're going to win. And I feel like everybody believed that, and we went out there and we found a way. So it's a testament to the guys in the locker room.
When one of the biggest things you have to clean up is the penalties or the undisciplined penalties, is that one of the easier things to clean up on a game?
Yeah, there's a few little things that, it's the first game, so emotions are high. You got a lot of different things. You're not knowing really what to expect from the other team. And things can happen. You're playing fast, and, some things can happen, but it's how you respond to it. We didn't freak out. We just kept moving forward, and we found a way.
Maxx, I know you don't want to talk about last year, but I want to make use of a reference point. This is a game that you guys maybe last year would have lost.
Yeah.
But you talked about in preseason, I'm tired of the losing. How proud are you of the grit that this team found? The defense got the stop, the offense. I mean, this has to be just a proud win that on a night you didn't play your best, you found a way to win.
100%. That's what it's all about. In the National Football League, like I said, it's not easy to win. Last year we had a lot of close losses. The year before that we had a lot of close wins. So for us, we have a whole new team. We've got a lot of new guys, and we stuck together and got a win on the road against a divisional opponent. So it's huge for us.
There were twice I saw almost the entire defense up cheering the offense when things weren't going good.
Yep.
I mean, again, I think that's something different than last year. I'm not ripping on last year, just saying that grit and that unity is pretty special, isn't it?
No question. When you have a close room, close locker room, you can just feel it. And these guys in here are amazing. We've been working together. We all have the same goal. We want to win and be great at what we do. And you got to see that today a little bit. So we got a lot of room to improve, but we're going in the right direction. Appreciate it.
Found a way to win when they weren't playing their best, and that's what good teams do. How proud are you of your team?
Really proud. I thought a lot of guys stepped up today. Like you said, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't perfect by any means, but I mean, it's a division game. We know it's going to be tough, and guys just stuck with it for 60 minutes. We knew it was going to be one of those games, and it was cool.
When they brought you out after that hit, I mean, that was just to check you, but everything was good. I'm just curious, does that just piss you? I mean, I've never seen that look on your face like you had.
Yeah, I was pretty upset. Well, just because we were driving. I mean, we were off to a good start, and I didn't feel like I needed to come out. But you know, that's the NFL rule, so it is what it is, I guess.
What was your feeling at the end of the run to clinch the game?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, just everything came together. Thought guys really stepped up in those big moments today. I mean, Jacoby making that huge first down for us, getting the penalty, O-line block great today. It was all those little things coming together.
It seemed like you and Jacoby were really in sync today. How early on did you guys establish that chemistry in training camp?
Cobes has been very consistent, honestly. He's the same guy every day, comes out, puts in the work, and as a quarterback, when you have a guy like that, it makes it easy. You can trust him. But I thought a lot of guys stepped up today, had some big plays for us, really got that touchdown drive at the end started for us, and that deep out route. So it was a lot of people stepping up in different ways. Hoop had a big catch on that drive. I mean, Josh Jacobs blocked his ass off. It was a lot of good stuff today.
It's a short memory after the pick, but then to go and do the 2 drives you did.
Yeah, the pick, I mean, it's a terrible, stupid decision. Just got to take the points there, throw it away when nothing's there. But, you know, I thought, mental toughness kicked in and guys stuck with it, and they believed in me, so I appreciate them for that.
Jimmy, how did the clock in your head of when to run change throughout the game today? And how much did you have a conversation pre, mid, and post game with your offensive line about how they did?
I talked to them all game. Those guys did a great job. Kept me clean, no sacks. I mean, that's a quarterback's dream. So those guys balled out. The running kind of just happened. I didn't plan for it. They rushed past me, and you know the opportunity was there. So saw the first down marker, had to go get it.
Jimmy, you don't win in the NFL without complimentary football, and your defense had to answer the bell a couple of times. Watching on the sidelines, how much satisfaction did you have making those plays?
Yeah, defense was awesome, man. That's good offense. I mean, with Coach Payton over there, it's a tough scheme to go against, but they stepped up. They made some big plays today. D-line had some cool sacks, and it was just that's the team part of this game that I love, man. Everyone coming together, pulling the same direction. You could feel it on the sidelines in the fourth quarter. It was good stuff.
That touchdown throw to Jacoby, the first one, it felt like you guys were kind of communicating at the line of scrimmage a little bit. When it comes together like that, especially with a new teammate, how satisfying is that?
It was pretty satisfying, not gonna lie. We've been working on that one, got the look we wanted, and we were both on the same page, man. So we just made it work. He made a hell of a catch, hell of a route. He had a good celebration, I heard. I haven't seen it yet, but we'll see.
Jimmy, Davante, he spoke to us just a moment ago and said, you missed him, I guess, on a throw where you wound up settling for a field goal. Mm-hmm. And he said you came right over to him right away, like, hey, that's on me. And he likened it to like a girl, admitting in the relationship when they've done something wrong. And but,
is there a question there?
How did you communicate?
How good did you communicate with Davante? How important is it to admit when you are wrong to keep your guys?
I mean, I think that's what makes good teammates. When you could all admit who was in the wrong and just be real with each other. I mean, that takes you a long way. We spend so much time with each other, man. 17 games. We're here all the time with each other. So whenever you could, I don't know, have that relationship like that, it's always a good thing. So.
Jim, I talked to Max about this. There was a time you guys were struggling a little bit. I don't know if you could notice it. Your entire defense was up, and cheerleading. The only thing they didn't have was pom-poms. They were cheering you guys. And he talked about he just knew you were going to get it on track. What's it mean when you got a team where each other are cheering the other on?
It means a lot. I mean, that's what makes for a good team. I've been on some good teams, and every one of them has had that. So it's just, we're just getting started here, but you can feel we're off to a good start. 1-0 feels good, but we'll regroup this week, lick our wounds, and we're moving on to Buffalo.
This was a team that lost a lot of close games last year. How closely did you pay attention to that, hear that through camp, and then know exactly that was one of the humps that this team needed to get over this year?
It's been a big emphasis. Even just when you get up, you got step on their throat type of mindset today, a little different, falling behind, but guys stuck together. That was a big part of it, and we keep doing that, we'll be in a good spot.
Jimmy, how much of a Vance Joseph familiarity did you have with this defense? How much familiarity did you see tonight with Vance Joseph's defense?
There was some familiarity. I haven't gone against him in Arizona and things like that, but he's a good coordinator, man. He keeps it moving, keeps you guessing, keeps you on your toes. So that's a good defensive unit right there. So it wasn't easy for us today, but we found a way.
Levi, one more. Jimmy, I know it was kind of a chippy game, very physical defense. When you get hit like that, does it kind of energize you going in the rest of the game? And how'd you rally your team today?
I mean, it's just football. The hits are going to happen. You just got to roll with them and keep it moving. But as far as the energy, I thought we had some energy on the sideline. Guys were feeling it, pulling for each other, and it always makes for a good day.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.